Well, greetings, everyone. It's me, Nick Michalak, and the scary Steve Frazier.
Well, ain't that the truth?
And
I got a face made for radio, so this is good.
But today we're giving a little bit of a different flavor to it to a certain degree. We've never delved into Ty West, his filmography before.
No, and I think this was his first movie. Okay. So I think we'll start at the beginning.
Well, you have more knowledge of the film than I do.
I do.
Because you own the disc. I just watched it recently. And we'll have a lot of things to get into and discuss and various other things. I did since you had the disc with bonus features, I just watched it off of Tubi. I have no background on this film, basically, of any kind. So, going into this thing a little bit differently. But guys, hopefully it'll still be enjoyable. So get your own copy of the film over to the timestamp of 0. Turn on your subtitles to follow along with us. And we're synced up with a countdown. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
This movie came out in 2009,
yes.
In October, so it's not exactly an anniversary. But also, Ty West had a birthday.
Yeah.
I believe as we recorded, it was yesterday.
Yes, I believe it was the 5th of October.
And he turned 45 years old, so he is the same age as us.
So, a lot of logos in front of this one.
There are a lot.
We got a lot of logos today.
Glass Eye Picks. I don't know what they've ever done.
No. A bunch of nobodies.
So, yeah, Ty West, definitely an interesting character. And they put out, they did this thing here at the beginning, a la kind of Chainsaw or one of those.
Bunch of bollocks, but hey, set the stage.
Right. Like, let's tell you it's a true story to make it feel.
Sure.
And in 2009, I don't know, we were kind of deep in the heart of supernatural, jump scary.
Well, we were in the wake of Saw and Hostel and various other things, and then they had the remake craze with Platinum Dunes and a few other folks, so...
I feel like that was a little bit earlier, though. Like, later in...
Well, like 2009, you're getting up... That's Friday the 13th remake, right before Elm Street, right after, like, Amityville Horror remake. You got kind of the embers, like the evaporation of like the J-horror remakes, The Grudge and all that.
Right.
It's kind of fullered off.
And
so you can't wait for something else to kind of come along with the next.
But we've also started that kind of Paranormal Activity era.
Paranormal Activity, Insidious.
Right. So
it's got a few things overlapping in the waves of horror.
But we've got, there's Dee Wallace.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was watching. I didn't know she was in. It's like, oh, yes, Dee Wallace. She's only in for about 3 minutes.
Right, yeah.
But still, I mean, anytime you get to see Dee Wallace on screen, it's absolutely delightful.
In particular...
I need to meet her someday. I got to get back to one of these cons.
In particular, in the Halloween remake that nobody seems to like except for me.
There's a few folks.
I think
it made enough money.
It's fucking brilliant, and I don't know why people hate it so much. Anyway, so this movie comes out, and there's like film grain on it.
It's 16 millimeter shot.
It feels like we're suddenly in 1984, all of a sudden, all over again.
Yeah,
and this movie has a feel to me. Kind of like The Conjuring does, where you watch it and you're transported to an era.
Yeah.
Just by the way that it's filmed.
Right. A little bit of techniques here and there, just a lot of stuff like the little subtle zoom-ins here and there. That's much more the early 80s style of filmmakers have doing dolly tracks and push-it and stuff like that.
And I think it's set in the 80s. I think. I don't remember.
They never exactly say a date, but at least there's enough things in terms of like some of the music used for pop culture, stuff like that. You're kind of like, okay, it's around probably 83 or something else like that.
Yeah, Dee Wallace is, obviously, like, I would say that people probably know her from what, like E.T. He's like the movie.
Sure.
We covered love that.
Yeah.
Love this.
Yeah.
The freeze frame
Yeah, title card.
Title card. Ah.
With the Roman numeral.
Right. I mean, tell me this doesn't feel like 1980s, early 80s.
It feels a lot like The Changeling to a degree. That type of filmmaking.
Sure. We'll get into Tom Noonan.
Bleed over from the 70s into the early 80s stuff.
Well, as we've always said, or I've always said, I don't know if we've always said, but I've always said that a decade doesn't really start until about 3-ish, 4-ish years.
Like 92, 91, 92, it still feels like
the 80s.
A hyper extreme version of the 80s before it gets into earth tones and back to the grunge and everything.
Right.
Over cranks the saturation on the colors.
And much like 80 to 83 really felt like an extension of the 70s.
Yeah.
And
transitioning from everything.
And here comes this upstart Ty West, and I think pretty sure he wrote and directed everything he's done.
Okay.
I think he's the sole guy behind it.
The X trilogy has been a very hot thing in the community.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I think I liked them in order. I think I liked X the best, and Pearl next, and Maxine the lead. Even though they were all good, Maxine kind of went off the rail a little bit with the story at the end.
Focus or something.
Yeah, I love the feel of it. It feels very 80s. It's got an 80s, not like this, like the bright, shiny, Dayglow 80s.
Yeah. Neon.
Right, like the Miami Vice 80s is what it feels like.
Glam 80s.
But the story is like, oh, really? Whereas the first one, I mean, X feels like Chainsaw Massacre kind of feel.
Sure, yeah.
There you go, written, directed, and edited by.
When you only got, I think it said 900,000.
I think it's it's under $1 million. I don't know if how he financed it. I don't know any of the details.
Considering the number of logos in front, but there's probably there's people throwing a few big bucks. There's people throwing a few bucks. That person decides, we'll distribute over here.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that's how it works. If I've never tried to make a movie, you have, but you always did everything on, no budget, not low budget.
Yeah.
Sock on the door, Look out. That means don't go in, Nick.
Yeah.
Sock on the door means somebody's naked on the other side.
Those porters sock on something else inside
well,
there.
Hopefully. Well, not in the 80s. There was very little socks in the 80s, I think.
Nowadays.
Right. This is poor etiquette. You see the sock.
Yeah.
You don't come a knocking.
You don't knock.
You see it, right. Yes, sock, no knock. There's, I don't know, we're workshopping it, folks.
Yeah.
There's nobody else on this campus, unfortunately.
Can't afford no extras.
Right.
That $100,000 gets you film stock and a couple.
Well, yeah.
D. Wallace for a day and.
Right, Tom Noonan for a day and.
Yeah.
Lost cat reward. Look at that, lost cat reward. Yeah. The guy took a photo with a cat. Professional, but that's a J.C. Penney shot right there.
He should have kept himself out of the photo. He ain't looking.
No. There's an astronomy meeting. There's an eclipse. Oh yeah, the eclipse comes into play.
Bit, yeah.
That comes into play. I don't even know if they really focused on that.
There we go. Let's see. These are fucking endangered species now. I mean, you used to look out for these fucking payphones all over the place, and Lord Almighty.
I like that they covered up the numbers.
Landfill now.
Sure are. I mean, there's a few here and around, but
hard to find. Like you're in a jam. No luck.
Interestingly,
drive 150 miles to find one, probably.
I know there used to be a bank of them at the Harrah's Casino in New Orleans.
Oh. And
I'm going back there in the next few months, so I will report back. But yes, interestingly, the telephone companies used to have specific phone numbers for payphones.
Yeah.
That all kind of came with a particular exchange. In the town that I grew up in, the exchange for all payphones, every payphone number started with 888 as the exchange, and then 9 is the first number of the pay. So if it was an 8889 number, that was a payphone.
Okay.
And it was super interesting that you knew, like, I don't know. So basically, if you knew that, you only had to give. It was almost like the word thing that we love so much.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they call that, the word thing. Like Klondike 5 for KL5 for 555.
Just watching something that had one of those, and then I can't remember what I was watching.
Interesting that she called from the payphone and they called the number right back.
This ain't no Star 69 era. That's way fucking off.
Right, like how would they have known what the number was?
Right.
Like, that's a little creepy, right? Like, I guess as a modern viewer, you go, oh, they call it, the number just showed up somewhere for them to call back.
Yeah, no.
But if we're calling from a payphone, then we're in an era when the numbers didn't show up.
Right.
Every call was a mystery call.
Yes.
And I like the tight shot there with the payphone, and she does the little look over, like something is weird, something's off.
Yeah.
No sock.
Go ahead and knock.
That's sure. It's over. Whatever was happening inside is concluded, and
at least one would hope so.
well, obviously they would have had to get up to take the sock off the door.
Right.
So, what in the world is happening here?
Had the little tray things for the
VHSs?
No, like VHS or audio cassettes. We had them.
Right.
Certain.
And the
they
brown
probably ran down to a Goodwill to get some of this shit.
Brown was the standard, right? That brown, that wood tone.
Wood tone was all 80s, man. All early 80s was just wood tone, wood trim.
Now they're gonna nap. I don't know.
It's midday.
I don't like right. Like, I mean, yes, I love a midday nap, but
sure. Yeah.
After that, I'm leaving.
No, I'm hungry. Right? Give me a burger.
A booger?
Give me some burger or fucking taco or something.
Right. I mean, and by the look of it, it was his sock on the door. Right? It was a men's sock.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. They had to make the effort to get up and go get the sock. Then they went back to the bed and took a nap. That doesn't track for me. I mean, look at this. It's not even noon.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't even afternoon delight. It was mid-morning delight. And she's got to wait for a ride? Is that what we're...
Well, the guy called her back and said, I'm not really familiar too much with the campus and everything. Can you meet me outside the Student Affairs building? Like right now.
The person that...
Yeah.
Okay. For the job interview or the babysitting interview. Okay. The gig. I get some like Halloween vibes from this. I don't know about you. I don't know. Just the low budgetness of it, the kind of following around one person.
Maybe more, right? 13th Black Christmas to a degree for myself.
Okay. I could see Black Christmas. Friday the 13th definitely tried to make you think that the girl was kind of the main character. They were doing the setup and swerve with what's her name?
Yeah.
I don't remember the character's name.
Yeah, the girl walking into town talking peanuts and getting a truck ride.
So this is Megan, the character Megan, played by Greta Gerwig.
Yes. Long ways from this point.
Greta Gerwig at this point
was $1 billion movie to her name.
Right. This girl who did like virtually nothing at this point went on to do Lady Bird, Academy Award nominated, and then did Pride and Prejudice, Academy Award nominated, and then did fucking Barbie.
Yeah.
Which is one of the biggest movies of all time.
Right.
And not just did. I'm talking written and directed by.
Yeah.
All of those.
Helmer.
She is
the creative force.
Right. I mean, she is like a bulldozer in Hollywood right now. Mm-hmm. I forget what it is that she's doing next.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Margarita pizza sounds delightful, actually.
Again, talking about the period stuff, like you can tell West he studied things very clearly. I mean, just the costuming, the hairstyling, perfect.
Hello, Rob Zombie.
She's got kind of the feathered hairstyle,
beautiful
from the late '70s. And Jocelin, I mean, like I keep looking, like she looks a little, I don't know, Margot Kidder-ish.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah.
She's the one that went crazy, right?
Yeah, a little something here and there. Yeah.
I thought so. I'm not 100% on the details, but
I think so. I could be wrong. Because, like, when we were talking, like, that Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning thing a couple of years back, everyone looked like they were styled like it was 2007.
Yeah.
There was no attention to detail, nothing at all. This thoroughly feels very authentic. It's shot the way a film back then would look. It's dressed, it's styled, everything like that. All layers into the frame feel like it's set and designed to be located in that era.
And I think that's why I love it so much, is that it felt so different. And still does.
Yeah.
Ty West definitely, much like Rob Zombie, has that very particular style of... Oh, I love the acid watch. That very particular attention to detail for whatever period. And typically a period of back then.
Yeah, Zombie is very much kind of the grindhouse style, yeah.
But... like the the Halloween remake, I mean, I'll be damned if it doesn't feel like 1977 or 78. The kid that plays Michael Myers wears a Kiss t-shirt throughout the whole thing. It's like, it feels just as 70s as this does the mid-80s. I actually would argue that the Rob Zombie Halloween feels more 70s than the original Halloween.
It's like, I think I was even saying back in, like, I think it was in the original Halloween commentaries, like, when you look at that film, it's like, when you look at films that are trying to emulate that time, they almost go a little bit overboard with trying to reinforce it with all the art direction and everything. When you're shooting at the time, it's just matter of fact.
Right.
You don't have to push, this is this time period. It just
is.
Just the way it is.
Right.
Just natural. But when people have to kind of step it back, they have to go maybe a tad bit further to reestablish this is the era it's set in.
And I don't know if John Carpenter was trying to do that, trying to make it timeless and not.
I don't know if he even had as much money as this film has. Obviously, just for inflation, would be a whole different thing.
Right.
Back then, I don't even think he even had close to $1 million. I think it was. What do I think? It's like $600,000.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if
just saying, like, you spread the money where it's absolutely necessary, and not kind of worry about jumping deep into the art direction of things. Like, we got to get the film, we got to get the steady cam, we got the anamorphic lenses, we got to pay people, we got to feed people. Putting a few more things in the background for the art direction is like the lowest priority on set. Well, it says original Halloween upwards of $325,000. So
right, which
and $78. Find.
I do think that there's a, I don't want to say a pacing problem, but, a Skybar. I haven't had one of those in 20 years. There's a little bit of a hurry up and wait here.
There is a little bit of that. I do have issues with the script of the film as we go along. Because you said with House of the Devil, and it takes a long time before anything really rears its head as anything remotely horror.
But I'm okay with that. I like a slow burn.
I don't mind a slow burn. I just feel like there should be something that sets the tone, the expectation going forward.
Yeah, I think
there's something that says, "Oh, that's the type of film we're getting into."
Yeah, the first 20-ish minutes of the movie definitely feel slower paced and
a bit nebulous about exactly what type of film we're getting into.
Right. The back 20 minutes are much crisper. Yeah. So she got stood up.
Yeah. But she's desperate for the cash because also they're subtly setting up with this situation in, I guess, the dorm room, as that she's very unhappy with the situation. That she comes home and, like 11 a.m. or something like that, and the roommate's banging the boyfriend, so I can't even go into my own place.
Right, so
once I finally get into the place, there's stuff strewn over the place. It's a fucking mess. The friggin' roommate's practically non-existent in doing anything. She wants to get out on her own, away from this type of thing, but she doesn't really have the financial means to do so, and so she's fretting over that. It's like, okay...
Even though D. Wallace said, pay me when you can,
right,
which is very nice.
But even then, that's still apprehensive. Like, I still don't know when I'm going to have the money.
Right.
I don't have any opportunities. So she's there's a little forced in a corner in this regard.
There's a bit of a desperation move here, right?
Yeah. In a comfortable situation, you'd be like, oh, I'll wait for something a little bit more reassuring to come along.
Right,
or kind of long shot, peculiar scenario that I've got sitting at my lap. Yeah, that's a
God, I love this song.
That's a good song.
God, I love that song. The breakup song is what it's called, even though there's not a lot of mentioning of breaking up in it.
I was like, I hadn't heard this song in God knows how long.
Oh.
But
I hear it regularly enough.
Yeah. I just like, it's a good song. I forgot how good this song was. It's a fun piece of work.
It is. It's so
fun.
Great
radio hit.
The shot feels like they're being followed, doesn't it, though?
Because they have to have the light shining on from the back of the thing as it's driving along. So it's almost like either a lighting rig or they're just shining the headlights from the car they're shooting from.
Even though there's no car in this shot on the backside.
Right. So
it's a little deceiving.
A little on the low budget end.
Right.
We need a solution here, or else we're going to get nothing but brake lights.
Interesting, like, low-angle back seat shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the low-budget version of having to shoot a car scene in motion.
Right, like, this is just somebody, like, sitting on the floor in the back of the car with the camera. Like, I love it. Doesn't this just make you want to go out and make a movie? Like, fuck, this is so great.
I mean, here's the thing. Because, like, with my little old, like, my DV cameras, you can kind of put them in kind of tight situations. I had to have a suction cup mount thing I could put on the inside of the windshield. But if you're shooting on film, you got the big cartridge, you can't do that shit. You can't mount it from the inside of the friggin' dashboard or something like
Right.
that. So you had to kind of work around it. And it is a nice thing because, I mean, about 09, the digital camera, like the like professional stuff is kind of, the professional digital camera stuff is getting up on the level of everything like that. When you already got like 3D digital camera stuff like that, where that was kind of like, okay, if you're making a low budget feature, you're just going to go with digital because film costs a shit ton of money.
Right.
But the fact that he decided to do it with a 16mm or try to emulate this style instead of trying to plug in a filter and After Effects or something else like that after the fact, it's kind of just kind of approximate it and try to make the digital look like this thing. Back then, I think it was just the best option to do it with film itself.
Yeah, I don't trust anything anymore to not be digitally altered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally every photo I see on Instagram or Facebook or the television, like, I just assume is somehow AI altered.
Or someone's done some kind of touch-ups here and there. They've done some enhancements, the whole thing.
Right. And I am so unbelievably naive to even how to use any of those.
Yeah.
Like, I downloaded Photoshop once, and I opened it up, and I clicked around for 20 minutes, and I went, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and I never opened it again.
It's hard to go and call. I've been using Photoshop for 30 years. I've self-taught myself everything.
I have no idea.
It's been 30 years. I still don't know everything how to do everything on that freaking program.
Like, none of it
I use what
makes...
I need to use, and a bunch of other stuff I never use, so I never learn how to use it.
None of it makes sense to me. Zero.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use Canva. I don't know how to use Lightbox. I don't know how to use anything.
Sure.
I post a photo, and, like, if I take a good photo and I post it, and there's always somebody that questions, like, oh, you touched that up. I'm like, the fuck I did? I wouldn't know how to do that if you paid me $1 million. Nice little, that Volvo comes into play, I believe, in a little while. Mm-hmm. So, nice of them to just make a little comment.
Sure.
Just to bring it into the audience's mind, right? Because...
Yeah. My best friend back in the 80s, his family had a Volvo sedan and everything, and they were just like, no, that's the safest thing on the road. Costs a lot, but it's worthwhile. It's all function over style.
Yeah, they were very tank-ish.
Yeah. But
Babysitter is such an 80s notion as well.
yeah, it feels like it. I mean, that's when we grew up, so it was pertinent to us.
I suppose, but like, I don't know if like the notion of babysitter, like even though I have friends that have children, my friends with children don't implore babysitters. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not a resource that is a thing anymore, I don't think, like today.
Well, now there's agencies and all the different things. You can hire someone kind of professional in that regard if you want to.
I feel like nobody...
It doesn't feel like you just called the neighbor's teenage daughter to come over to watch the kid.
Right.
It doesn't feel like there's that much anymore.
I don't feel like anybody trusts anybody. That
you want to vet them with some sort of
like something. You will pay money for like a daycare, or you will outsource every grandma and aunt and uncle and every relative that you can do so as not to leave your child with a stranger.
Right. There's too much media
and
saturation in your brain about every little thing that's ever happened.
Right. So here's your boy.
Oh, yeah. Francis Dollarhide.
Yeah, from your favorite movie, Manhunter.
Oh, no, Heat's my favorite movie.
Well, I know. I know that. But I know that you love Manhunter more than most people.
Yes. And he is such a particular actor. If you listen to any interviews that he does about the roles he's done, he's very, very specific about details and various other things. Like he wants to really get into the the thick and the fiber of what you're doing with the character and knows how to portray it and everything.
Like,
so.
method? Is he a method actor?
I don't know if his method is much, but it's just like he's very much particular about trying to figure out just psychology of character and various other things where he wants to get into the thick of the idea of the character. It's not just kind of like, oh, read the script and kind of figure it out. It's like he wants to go through with the filmmaker and go through things and try to really find the deeper stuff inside of it.
I like that he brought her into the kitchen. He didn't even look at her when he said, I can only pay one person.
Yeah.
Very peculiar gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
I think the accessory of a cane...
It's a very, very nice touch.
It really makes... I don't know why, but somehow the cane makes it more creepy. For me. I don't know. Can you imagine being the writer-director of a $1 billion movie? Especially something as kind of dyed-in-the-wool pop culture as Barbie. Like, I can't even pick out another thing that hasn't been overdone already.
Right.
That, like... She basically said, here's a thing that's been around for forever. Like, what if we just made a movie?
Right.
And not only, like, I remember people kind of scoffing at the idea when it was bandied about.
Sure. It's probably like a lot of people like, Pirates of the Caribbean taking a fucking Disney ride and trying to make a fucking movie out of this. What joke are you tell me here?
Right.
And it turns out one of the best movies they put out that year. And the fact that I put a movie that's running neck and neck with Christopher Nolan, and it overtakes at the box office, but of course Nolan wins all the awards, so.
Well, sure.
You get the treasure, he gets the glory. But I mean, that's a hell of a thing to pin on your board, like, all that stuff.
His hands are giant.
Oh, yeah. But this is the type of performance I would expect from Tom Noonan. It's very measured. He's typically just a kind of a soft-spoken person. Aside from like RoboCop 2, where he's playing the mad villain, the whole thing, but he's got this great timbre bumps of the way he carries him. Because again, the size of the guy. You know, he's aware of his own physicality to know how imposing he can be on screen. And use that and calibrate that.
It's hard. I feel like if you have a certain body type, it's hard to come out from being typecast as a certain way.
Right.
You know, Andre the Giant couldn't just
play anything.
Take anything, right? He's only... Not that... Obviously, I picked an extreme example.
Yeah.
But... you know,
on the other side of it, like a Danny DeVito, he's a very particular style, very particular look and shape and everything.
Right. Danny DeVito, all of 5 foot tall.
Right.
He's a heavy-set man.
Yeah. Not a strikingly good-looking gentleman. But
right. He's
phenomenally talented.
Isn't it odd that that's the way it works? And, you know, interestingly, somebody like a Chris Farley, who... You know, he had one kind of speed.
Yeah.
And because of that speed, he was never given a chance to do anything else.
And maybe if he had lived longer, he would have gotten...
Sure.
Like as Sandler did.
Right. Sandler can do...
Punch Drunk Love and all of Spanglish and everything, that he got a chance to do something else. After he established this thing, kind of get a chance to kind of flex over this way.
Right. And Greta Gerwig, the voice of reason, as usual. $400.
It also looks a little like Brooke Adams from like Body Snatchers and Dead Zone.
Yeah.
That's the other face.
Yeah, okay,
like
sure.
Chords.
I assume that he made a conscious decision to do a brunette and a blonde.
Yeah, that's a nice choice.
Which, if you go back, like I'm sure that's not something that you think about, but if you go back and look at all of the kind of girlfriend pairings in all of cinema,
yeah,
it's almost always this.
Sure.
And even though she's a fake blonde there, you can see...
Yeah, you can see the roots and everything.
But still.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, does the audience have to be visually stimulated in that way?
They're also not dressed the same way.
No.
They have different styles.
Right. I don't know, and it's funny because that's also a stereotype, because I don't know how many blondes that would pull off the flannel and jeans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the brunette style.
Best I could see is Adrian King in the original Friday film, but everyone's wearing jeans and flannel in that movie.
Well, sure, because it was the 70s.
It's the 70s.
Right. Better light a cigarette. And weird choice of a pull-off, right? Like
pull off in the cemetery.
Like, why wouldn't you just pull off to the side of the road? It's not like this is a highway.
Old
push-button lighter.
Yeah, those stuck around for a long old time.
They sure did. And you know what? You could. I'm sure that you were jazzed there looking for a reflection of the cameraman in the mirror, but there was none. I know that that's your favorite.
I'm looking for that in bad movies.
Right.
I'm on alert when there's a really piece of incompetence evident in the film.
Sure. I just mean it's you're probably your favorite mistake to look for.
Oh yeah, because it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you didn't notice that.
Some people look for a boom mic in the shot.
Mic sometimes. Usually that's like fucking $1.25 movie, or something that's you can see a lot of times when you have like a 185 film, the mat opened up. That if you ever find like an open mat print of Jurassic Park.
Oh right, like once you
shot with intent, like this thing's getting cut off, or no one's going to see this shit.
Right. You can have just a smidge of it in the frame, and then nobody thinks that 30 years later you're going to doctor the movie to make it big, or present it differently.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Okay, this person, Greta Gerwig, her character is like the epitome of, if it's weird, we're going to bolt.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
and this dude just shows up out of fucking no place.
Oh. That. Okay, so unfortunately we're 35 minutes in.
Right.
Before anything horrific happens.
Yeah.
So I get that. I understand why you think that the pacing is bad, and I kind of agree.
Not bad. Not until later on. Well, not until later on do I have things to say about that thing. I just feel like there should be at least an opening early moment where you kind of set the expectations of what you get into. Don't really have to just give the whole thing away, but at least kind of tip you off that there's something darker, something more frightening waiting at the other end of the film. I'm not saying that every film that does that typically does it well.
Right. But yes, I feel like there should be something. Now, I don't know if he was just trying to go with ambiance.
Yeah, there's definitely ambiance
as the tone. Feel, right? The tone. And I don't know, like, knowing what we know about the movie, I don't know if there's anything that you could do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you don't want to give away any of the family.
No.
Such dynamic, Noonan and whatever.
Right. I guess just that opening text about all you can really kind of get forward. But still, it's still a little bit vague because you start going through the story. It's like, where's Satanism coming in this movie? I don't know.
Right.
So.
Like, you've got... Maybe you just ride the notion of the title...
Sure.
And the title card.
Yeah.
with the pentagram or whatever.
Yeah.
And although that wasn't in there, right?
No,
that was
no
on the menu of the film.
That was on the menu, yeah. The fucking wild and crazy menu this thing's got.
So we're watching the Blu-ray version. I don't know if anybody's got that, if that's how they're watching with us, but the menu has a pentagram on it, which, is indicative that you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Had you borrowed the disc blindly, that might have tipped you off.
Yeah.
To something that you didn't know about, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But, I guess just the title, House of the Devil, knows that, there's going to be some nefarious something or other.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's like those musical artists that don't really have a title for a song, so they just name the song whatever the first line of the song is, or
yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have a good name, a title.
The breakup song.
The breakup song. Right, yes.
I don't know. That's the theme of the thing. I don't know.
Right.
It's not really a line, a lyric or whatnot that kind of encapsulates it.
Right.
Not going to call it, That's not going to
sure.
sell.
Yeah, right. That doesn't quite track. So this is Woronov.
Oh yeah, Woronov. Yeah, she's got a hell of a look.
She really does. She's and I buy that she's with Tom Noonan.
Oh yeah.
She was starring role in one of my favorite B movies, Death Race 2000.
Oh yeah, she was tied with the Corman stuff. She's got the. I think she does a couple. I know she's got a cameo in Chopping Mall at the front with Paul Bartel.
Which they're reprising a role from something. I don't know if it's...
Eating Raoul, which was Bartel's earlier film.
I think they're in...
I think she shows up in a Joe Dante flick or two.
And she's in Rock and Roll High School, I think, with PJ Souls, right?
Okay.
I think.
I've barely seen that movie. But yeah, all from the Corman School. The 70s Corman School, when it was really hot.
And, maybe at this point, I don't know if... Obviously, Dee Wallace had a much bigger career than this lady.
Yeah.
But Dee Wallace kind of relegated herself, probably not out of necessity, to the cameo role. This lady, probably out of necessity, right?
Maybe.
I feel like even now in 2025, Dee Wallace could get a starring role in a movie.
Yeah.
Based on her catalog.
Yeah. And her radiance on screen.
I don't know if Woronov could have a starring role today.
Yeah, she's not.
She might be dead. I don't know.
I'm going to look up.
I'm going to look her up. She is not dead.
She's got genre cachet.
She's 81 years old as of right now.
But it clearly shows that, maybe a producer, investors, or whatnot, had connections. Because if this is Ty West's first feature, you don't know any of these people. So you have to have connections with the producer or something else like that to kind of court these more established genre stars.
So I just looked it up. This was not not Woronov, Ty West. Not actually his first feature.
Okay.
It's the first one that I remember. His first thing was something called The Roost, which is a horror film. Tom Noonan was actually in that as well.
Well, there you go.
So that was the thing. And then he did a movie called Trigger Man in 2007.
No idea.
Which is a horror thriller. But super low budget stuff, right?
Okay.
So
he was latching on to certain people and getting traction for himself.
And then right after this, obviously, he did
Innkeepers.
Cabin Fever 2. He did the Innkeepers, yeah. He did the VHS movie, which I thought was fun.
Okay. I've heard mixed things about that anthology series.
It's fun. And he doesn't really have a hit, I don't think, until X.
Yeah.
which was 2022.
Yeah.
He had done a bunch of short films also.
Sure, yeah.
Before this. So, I don't know. Where are we at? We're calling for pizza?
No.
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 Not yet?
I don't think so. She's calling the girl, her friend.
Oh.
And getting the machine.
Got it.
I don't remember there being answering machines that early in the 80s, personally.
Well, do we know exactly when it was set or no?
No, we don't. We never get a
timestamp on it.
No, but you can infer a lot from the style of the film and everything like that.
I know that answering machines.
It feels more on the cusp of the 90s, honestly, to me.
Answering machines were a thing even as early, like in the early 80s.
Okay.
They were just very expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure. Which would seem odd for a couple college kids to have one then.
Right. Yeah, there's a scene, and I think you'd said that you'd not watched it, on the Netflix show Mindhunter.
No.
Which is about the FBI, kind of the creation of the profiler, and basically the team that started interviewing serial killers to
build a psychological makeup.
Profiles.
Yeah.
To help catch other killers.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in there where one of the characters gets a answering machine.
Okay.
And this is probably set in 80 or 81.
Okay.
So I think that it was...
Because I remember there's an answering machine in Manhunter in 86.
Okay.
There's a big beat of that too, so...
Now we're calling for pizza.
Getting there.
The old rotary phone, it tells me that it's also... Now, it's an old house, so that could be indicative of...
Before it's Touchstone.
I mean, I remember the rotary phones.
Yeah.
Pizza, what you eatin'? That's a fun way to answer the phone if you're a gimmick place. And oh yeah,
long card.
What is the address? I don't even.
I didn't drive here. I don't know. Get some business done in this kitchen, man. It's a big stove.
Yeah, that's a hell of a kitchen. I mean, I imagine with this giant, kind of Victorian style home, it would be a
place to do a lot of entertaining.
Right, yeah. Big house, big family.
Yeah.
I love these old houses.
Oh yeah.
There's that cuckoo clock that everybody had. Yeah. Everybody had that thing. You can find, I mean, that piece of production design right there is very simple, right? Like, let's get the thing that everybody had in their house and put it there.
I think the Wikipedia mentioned about anything like where they shot the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Connecticut.
I was going to say it feels very New England, but they never really mention a town. I don't know if they really show a license plate.
No.
At any point. Just, I mean, the college campus felt very New Englandy. Yeah. I don't know. It feels very like it's got to be northern, right? Because of the seasonal feel.
Sure.
The leaves were falling, and it feels
brisk.
Right. She was wearing a scarf and a hat in the beginning, so
right, November.
Right, October, November. I think this movie came out like on late October, like Halloween. Which usually...
Yeah, right the day before Halloween, 09.
Okay, usually if you're going to put out a horror movie, you put it out at the beginning of October so that you can kind of capitalize on
Let
the
it
month.
cook for a while.
You know, I think a lot of times, psychologically, you put out a movie on Halloween, come November 4th or 5th, you're just not, you're done with it,
Yeah,
right?
you're shifting off, which is...
It's like, that'd be like putting out a Christmas movie on New Year's Eve, or Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Like, once Christmas is over, you're not in the mood to do a Christmas movie anymore.
You're not going to do that the third week in January.
Right. So, I don't know. It's an odd choice, and maybe that's why it didn't do so well.
Yeah.
I love this.
I'm guessing, I don't know for sure. Let me...
They got a Harry Potter closet there. Look at that.
Yeah. Let me read up just a tad bit.
The stained glass windows are beautiful.
Yeah, so it was put on VOD on the 1st of October, then given a limited theatrical release on the 30th. Then hit disc on February 2nd of the next year.
Yeah, so, I didn't see it until home video.
They were kind of just looking like, oh, we'll just give it a little something here. It was going to mainly live on home video.
Maybe we can get a few bucks back at the box office.
It only garnered 101,000 at whatever theaters it got out to. So.
Okay.
So it was kind of looking more towards... We're not going to pour $5 million into a marketing budget on the thing, and hope we're going to recoup more costs for the marketing than we did making the film. So I'm sure they just we'll keep the cost low. We'll get it out in the film festival thing, get it out on here, so word of mouth can spread. They can watch it on video and everything. We'll make our money on that.
And honestly,
that's still a place where you still got the Netflix DVD
disc
by mail. You still got Redbox going on. You still got a couple of stores here, a couple of rental stores here. They're
not many.
They're fading fast.
Yeah,
you can still eke out a Blockbuster in every fifth or sixth city or whatnot in a major metropolitan area.
I am fairly certain that I got this via mail Netflix.
Sure, yeah.
In the following year.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll eventually get to once you get the proper Netflix streaming and your Prime Video.
Right. Now, I wonder also...
More of a long game plan for financial return.
And that's what I was going to say. Do you think the theatrical release was a means so far the expectations through October haven't quite been met. Let's give it a theatrical to see if we can get a quick bundle of cash to pay off the investors.
Maybe, yeah.
We have some debt.
Because even back then, if you put something on VOD, it really didn't get a lot of attention. Today it's much different because there's much more of a gearing towards the wider landscape of streaming services and everything like that. Back in 2009, HD streaming video, I feel like mainly that was through your cable box. You'd probably get the best option because if you try to stream it on your freaking computer, there really wasn't that much of an option. I mean, by then you could get your iTunes digital rental, stuff like that, but even then, it's probably mostly your Comcast on demand type of stuff here and there. You can rent it through that, everything. So,
I'm watching her walk around the house. I have two observations.
Mm-hmm.
My first question to you is: it appears that she's just snooping, exploring, snooping. Yeah. Are you a walk around and look at every room in the house kind of person, or are you I'm going to stick to the common areas and
I'd want to go around, look around, but I'd be paranoid as hell.
Okay, I would be a look in every room kind of person.
Yeah.
Now that being said, Noonan sets up the idea that it's not a babysitter and it's actually his mother or some old person, right? Mother-in-law, one of their parents.
Yeah.
Now, at no point was she introduced
to her. No, it's
so
she's just up there.
There's an old lady somewhere in this house.
Some sort of emergency, we want someone here, but otherwise she's typically fairly self-sufficient, but there might just be something we need someone to be here.
Don't you think?
Or call 911 or something.
Don't you think that as the babysitter, quote unquote, you would say, can you at least show me where she's at? Can you point me in the direction of a bathroom for this person?
Right.
What is their situation? What do they need?
Is there a health issue I need to be aware of? Are there
right.
pills?
Do I need to feed this person? Right. I feel like there'd be more kind of communication about
what the condition is.
The conditions and where they're at logistically in the home.
Right.
If I need to call an ambulance, where do I send that person? You know what I mean? She doesn't even know what room the lady's in.
Right.
So, her walking around looking in rooms and bathrooms is fine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be looking for the old bitch upstairs?
Yeah.
Or in the basement, or in the... We don't know.
Right.
So, yeah, to your point, there's not a lot of story here.
Right.
Oh, Ted Stephen with no S.
No.
Just Stephen.
Yeah,
that's a double first name.
That's off.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Is everything in this movie just a little bit off to make you like is that like that's a choice, right?
Yes.
To name your character Ed Stephen?
Yeah.
Like is that a thing to make you go, "Oh, that's weird." Yeah. Like and then they put that bad hair on him.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Kelly Ripa, actually.
He's got a face for radio.
Yeah, he looks like he should be trying to sell me something on an infomercial. He looks like that Amazing Discoveries guy, whatever his name was. Those were great. I used to watch those all the time.
Like that Vince Offer guy with the slap chop. Face for radio.
Right, sure. Slap chop.
He shouldn't be selling nothing on a TV. There we go. Another good song.
One thing leads to another.
Oh, yeah.
I would absolutely play some billiards.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I might spend my whole night doing this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Now, I realize that it's a technological timestamp, but if you're...
The big, thick Walkman.
If your job is to be alert for an old lady upstairs,
yeah.
Don't you think this is a poor choice?
Sure, a little bit. She's got a little too comfortable now.
Which I get. Like, that's part of the storytelling, that she's, like, made herself feel good. She's waiting for this pizza. She has run of the house.
Yeah.
There's no problems. She's carefree. Everything is good. It also kind of eases the mind of the viewer a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Relaxed a little bit.
Right. Here's a catchy tune. All right. Everything's good. But what they really need is a whammy of something.
Yeah, something to spike you.
Not that I want to rewrite the movie.
No.
But I could come up with a lot of things. A crash upstairs that she doesn't hear. I don't know. Like, it is a catchy-ass tune, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, hell. Yeah.
Nobody will ever convince me that there's been a better decade for music than the 1980s. Oh, shit, you done it now. You broke the family heirloom. That'd probably be a vase, right? Like, at a certain price point, the vase becomes a vase.
Yes.
I don't know what that price point is, but that looks expensive.
Yeah.
I think it looks hideous, but somebody paid a lot of money for that shit.
Just because you're rich doesn't mean you have any taste.
That is correct. That is 100% correct. I don't know why, I just was thinking about the remake recently of The Invisible Man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That came out a couple, 2-3 years ago. You saw that.
That was back in 2020.
Oh, was it 5 years ago already?
Yeah, the last film I saw before the pandemic hit.
Okay, you liked it, right?
Yeah, it went out on my birthday.
I also really enjoyed that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Moss?
Yeah.
That's her name?
Mm.
We might want to put that on the list for later on.
Yeah.
But I think about that movie and the super ultra modern home.
Oh yeah,
lovely. And what the contrast is to this super old home.
Oh yeah.
And I guess
different definitions of wealth in different eras.
Right. And which one would you choose to live in, the modern home or the really old home?
old home's got more character.
I agree. I would pick the old home, the Victorian.
I mean, the upkeep's got to be crazy for it. But
well, sure, but if you can afford can afford the home, you can afford the upkeep, right?
Yeah.
All right, so she found a photo, and it looks to be an older photo.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how long it's been since she ordered the pizza?
Definitely, as I was going through the section of the film, I felt like it was way longer than the 30 minutes the guy claimed it would be. Because she calls in, then she starts doing the snooping around stuff. Then she starts...
Then the billiards.
Dancing around, the billiards, everything. And now doing this.
That's got to be 30 minutes. It's got to be.
It feels like maybe a little more than that. But it is, I mean, it's odd because of the pacing of the film. We're an hour into this thing, so we're about 25 minutes away from the end of the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't really, and really the only horrific thing has been the gunshot to Greta Gerwig. Like we're really hitching our wagon to. I mean, it's a big wind up. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this is an extra long wind up.
Yeah. But this makes it for me to kind of comment. Like I felt like, in retrospect, once you get to where things actually start happening, it feels like there could have been some opportunities for her to kind of like start getting some clues. Like when she's snooping around the house.
Okay.
Especially when we get to a point shortly here that I feel like I feel a little bit off about.
Do you want to give examples of what kind of clues she could have found, or are you just?
I'm just kind of saying that I feel like if you want to start building a little foreboding, little sense of something, that there's something more
sinister
going on here, a little more building underlying dread. There could have been some things that kind of like, this is weird.
Well, and that's photo...
a little weirder.
The photo is the first weird thing.
Yeah, I don't even really know what the context of the photo is.
Well...
What it really kind of tells her.
I thought that didn't it show a photo of a different family with that van?
It looked like it,
a different family with that car.
It seemed like it.
So...
But still, that's
implying...
fairly vague to me. I mean, that doesn't really say as much.
I think the implication is supposed to be that family is the one who actually lived there.
Okay.
The photos are in the closet.
But in terms of where we're going with the story, doesn't really set up where you're going. Or satanic rituals and sacrifices and
other than the idea that they needed a place to do it, and
she started finding like certain books here that are about the occult and kind of like, oh, that's hinky, and starts getting chills up your spine. Like these people are gradually discovering these people are much weirder than you had anything on to believe about, and then she's trying to panic and maybe trying to get her friend over, but she's got no ride, and I think a building sense of like, I feel like I'm a lot more in danger than I thought I was.
I agree with you. If that was in fact the idea behind the photograph, I feel like it should have happened way earlier.
Yeah.
Like that's a good gateway moment
to build up to more things that are like, okay, retroactively now you start putting it together like this thing and that thing. Right,
because just a picture of another family with that vehicle is kind of innocuous, but
it doesn't really say as much.
It could also mean that this current family did away with that family.
I mean, it's peculiar enough that this elderly enough couple have a fucking conversion van.
Right.
Like, what the fuck you need for that? When you got a fucking Volvo in the driveway.
Safest thing on the road.
Right. So.
Yeah, this, I feel like maybe this right here would have made a good midpoint.
Right, yeah.
Like her being, because clearly she's
a little
scared.
Freaked. A little freaked, yeah. Again, still haven't gotten the pizza yet.
No.
No.
I mean, obviously, we come to find out that...
Right, that's a hoax.
It's a hoax, but still like...
yeah. There are 30 minutes. It's not here in 30 minutes. You're on the phone. Where's my fucking pizza?
Right.
Where's my fucking pizza?
Which is why they had the whole gimmick in the 80s about the 30 minutes or it's free
That got
thing.
into a lot of fucking drivers getting in accidents and
right.
Ugly business.
Like,
this is the part I don't like.
Okay.
Because it's showing us stuff that she's not seeing. If she walked there and saw this, that would be something. But we're revealing this to the audience, well, she doesn't know it. Now we're ahead of her of what's going on in the story.
Well,
I feel at this point in time, we should be learning things at the same time she learns them.
Don't you think, though, that that's an example of your bomb under the table? I think that's what he was going for.
This late in the film, we're 65 minutes, we're 65 minutes into the film, and she still doesn't know what's going on here. But now we're ahead of her.
Well, and you know that I hate that.
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel as egregious.
There's also the fact that aside from the old woman that we haven't seen and haven't heard from,
which she may not even exist,
there's nobody else in the house.
Right? Is there anybody else in this house?
Right. So it's like, for us to know that there's some of weird ritual going on in another room, but there's nobody else here, it just feels like that's panic that she should be feeling the same time we are. Because we've been spending a lot of time with her, kind of creeping around the house, learning nothing, and just getting scared of just being alone in the house. I feel like if you're going to build up this entire satanic panic thing, she needs to be clued in on it.
I think the implication...
when she gets dosed.
I think the implication of the family around the pentagram is that is the family that owned the van and probably lived here.
I just, at this point in the film, we're about 20 minutes from the end of the film. She should be clued in about what the danger is against her by now. So
that we can just be all action at this point.
Right. We should be heightening her sense of terror. She's not really afraid of anything. She's just a little on edge. If she walked in that room and saw that thing, she'd be freaking the hell out right now and trying to run for the hills.
But that also means that she would tell the pizza person, call the police.
Right.
So we definitely need the pizza person to happen before the reveal.
Right.
So, but we could have sped that up, I think.
Right. That could have happened 10 minutes earlier in the film.
Now,
if you shift events early in the film... Oh,
she called 911, okay.
If you adjust the timeline of things and move certain revelations earlier, it could have worked better. That you wouldn't have her revelations happen before certain other things. You just condense certain things in the first half of the film to move a little faster. I mean, I like the atmosphere. I like the mood of the film. I like that it's taking its time. But at a certain point in time, you have to get somewhere with it all, and I feel like it gets there a little too late.
Yeah, the fuse is a little too long.
Yeah. Because now we got revealed the thing up there, and it's still kind of like we're just waiting for something to happen still.
Right, we don't know what it means. We know that it exists. We also, at this point, I'm assuming that there is no old lady to even be babysat.
Right.
Clearly it's cut. You don't need...
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I get that sometimes they don't get it all the way and you need a knife, but... Yeah. Yes, I always go into a pizza assuming that it's fully cut.
Yeah.
And then if I need to adjust, I will.
Yeah.
God, I love that house.
Yeah. It's lovely.
Right. For being only 15 minutes away from the end, she is way too relaxed.
Yeah.
Until
she starts getting the effects of being dosed with the frickin' stuff on the pizza.
Now,
then it goes all the way into full gear.
my biggest argument, I'm going to go left field here. I'm going to go sideways. One of my biggest complaints about Wes Craven's Last House on the Left is that it goes along, it's very kind of dramatic, and really no horror happens until about the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay. And you got cops fumbling around like they're the Keystone Cops or something at certain points in time, too.
And yes, I mean, obviously there's
total inconsistency.
There's like rape and all sorts of bad things that, but the pacing, like you go along and you're like, okay, I get it, but then there's like nothing and then some more nothing.
Sure.
And then in the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, it's bang, 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 bang,
sure.
bang. Holy shit, what did I just see?
All right.
And the payoff at the end, like they're really using that orgasm to justify the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And in a way, that's what's happening here. But I don't know. I love the feeling of the movie.
Well, it's more consistent than that film, I would say. I mean, I haven't seen it, but at least from what information I've acquired about that film, this one has a more consistent vibe overall.
Yeah. Like, I want to live inside this movie, much like I want to live inside The Conjuring or Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like I'm sucked into the
I like
the feel.
I like the craft. I just feel the stuff you're showing me on screen. I love it. I feel like the script needs a little
tweak,
little adjustment.
But you got to admit that a written, directed, and edited by low-budget movie,
That's why I was like,
it's pretty darn good.
There's some like real indie, low-budget type of stuff. I was like, okay. There's some spots where like you can see like, oh, they're probably not quite as adept at kind of handling this aspect, or this one's maybe a little not exactly on point, but you can see the ambition and the affection they have for what they're doing here. That's like, I like it for that.
And I'm gonna go back to Rob Zombie here for a second and say that's kind of how I feel about House of a Thousand Corpses, which is kind of a Chainsaw 2 remake in a way. That, like, again, I love the feeling of it. I'm sucked in. I want to live inside that movie. But it goes along, and then it goes really off the rails at the end. Like, the first 2/3 are fantastic. The last...
Sid Haig is fucking 5 stars all the way through the movie.
The last third of the movie gets super weird. Like, in a way that almost ruins... It's like a tonal shift.
Okay.
Much like Chainsaw 2. Like, you go along, and then once you get...
Wild Ride, Chainsaw 2.
Right. So they're very similar, those movies, right?
Yeah.
And then he does the shift to Devil's Rejects, and Devil's Rejects is a completely different movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I think one of the best horror movies ever made. I think Devil's Rejects is his crown jewel.
Okay.
It's fucking perfect in every way.
Even this one was like, okay, can I get a little gore?
Right.
Am I really going to get freaked out by a bunch of hair that's been cut off in the
bathtub?
Does that really deserve a stinger?
Yeah, they really did.
Fingers get cut off.
They went hard
or something.
They went hard with the music on that, didn't they? Just for hair.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, as somebody with long hair, I can see the shock value, but still, like, that's not...
We're waiting for a little graphicness, for lack of a better term.
She should have found that on the first walkthrough.
Yeah. Find things that are peculiar, but they don't add up to much until you get the other information later on. Little things you want to sprinkle in to just kind of like build the tension, build the story, and have her be increasingly more afraid of what's really going on in this house.
That shot even makes you feel creepy, right? Like, to your point, the craft is fantastic.
Again, this gives me vibes of The Changeling entirely. This creepy attic, up a stairwell and everything like that.
I don't know why that light would make the power go out.
Fry the whole place,
right.
Yeah.
And now it's eclipse time. She only took one bite of the pizza and threw it away.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Oh, because it tasted weird.
Oh, is that what it was? And now she's... If I remember correctly, the pizza was drugged in some way, right?
Like, yeah, that's why she ends up going all wobbly in a few moments.
But we're still only 15 minutes away from the end. Like,
yeah.
I think it's 95 minutes total.
And the credits go pretty slow on this
one. Do they?
I believe that was the feeling I had. So it is 95, but I think it's a good, at least 5 minutes of credits on a film that doesn't have that much crew. It's a good piece of score. It feels like right out of that era.
And the camera work here is exceptional.
Yeah,
like you're getting the feeling, you're feeling what she's feeling just from the motion of the camera.
Yeah.
Like, obviously she, stumbles around and stuff, but it's compounded by the fact that the camera did the back and, like, it looked like a modern WWE interview. Like, it was bouncing around, trying to give motion.
Yeah. In and out of focus.
Now we got the strobe thing happening.
Take your epilepsy pills first.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a little much.
You're gonna...
A mini stroke or something.
What is it, with lithium that you used to take for epilepsy?
I don't know.
I think so. I think it's lithium. Yeah, we really went from, like a... We shot the needle to 10 here pretty darn quick, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what number it was at before, but it's...
climax of Halloween 6 now.
Oh. Now we needed the little marbles and...
I'll take Tom Noonan as the head of a freaking devilish cult over Mitch Ryan. I think Tom Noonan sells it a lot better.
Yeah, these two together are...
They
know what's up.
They're on the pulse of that vibe.
Yeah. And the murderer / pizza delivery man is also in the cult.
Yeah.
Possibly their son. We don't know.
The inference. Yeah.
And whatever that is. It bothers me that they didn't line her up with the triangles. Like...
Symmetrically.
Right, like... You've got, now granted, if you did that, maybe you wouldn't be able to see the pentagram underneath her. But, like...
There's rituals involved here. We gotta have things directly aligned or else the frickin' voodoo magic ain't gonna work right.
If...
The voodoo bullshit.
Right. The head with spread legs and spread arms makes a star.
Yes.
Like, I don't...
Angel wings, all that stuff.
Right. We're gonna draw a circle around the belly button. I don't love belly buttons. Belly buttons are kind of weird.
Peculiar.
Like, isn't it weird that that's like, like the scar of your birth?
Yeah.
That you're just stuck with for the rest of your life? Like, it's weird.
Surely.
There's the jackalope skull or whatever the fuck. Why would you cut your wrist? Just because it bleeds a lot from there? Like,
I mean, that's a suicide cut right there.
Right. Like, I get you need to cut yourself for blood, but why would you do it
right across the palm or something?
Yeah. Like, you nick an artery and you're fucked. You end up like that guy from It in the bathtub.
Oh, jeez.
It's kind of a cool thing, right? You put the blood in the skull, you pour it out the mouth or whatever. To your point, there's not a lot of narrative happening here.
Right.
It's a lot of visual imagery that is off-putting.
Unsettling,
Right.
yeah.
But there's not a lot of
reasoning.
Right, like we don't have explanation, which I actually kind of like. Right, like
right, not everything needs a
backstory,
a fucking detailed freaking essay about it all.
Right.
But there's a difference between too much narrative and being like just like not having narrative at all.
Yeah, and not to say that there's no narrative here,
right.
But it's definitely if it's on the scale.
For as much as we've been waiting around for a narrative to kind of develop itself, it's still just
there's an awful lot. Can I just say there's an awful lot of blood there on Greta Gerwig for being moved there after the fact,
being shot and splatter in the car, and then
brought to the house. I don't know if there'd be that much blood at this point.
No, it probably
in Greta Gerwig's journey, it would be mostly in the car.
Fairly cold outside as well.
That might be a minor detail that we're digging too deep into, but
especially it dries up and everything, so.
What do you call that kind of coat-looking thing that he's got on there? It looks very, I don't know what.
Just kind of a robe of some kind.
Yeah, it reminds me of something, but I can't place it. He ain't delivering no more pizzas, that's for sure.
The thing is, she had to order the pizza from him, then he had to go get a pizza from someone else, and then put the other chemical stuff on top of the doser.
Yeah, it's a little convoluted.
It's a little much.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I guess that interaction there tells me that it's a son.
Yeah.
She's making me want to go back and watch Death Race 2000 again. Carradine in there. It's weird. It's a weird movie.
Stallone's in that, isn't he?
He might be.
Is he throwing pasta at someone, I think I recall?
I feel like you might be right. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I don't know, like obviously they've got some sort of cult thing happening here, but I don't understand what their end game is.
Right, that's the thing. Like if you had, again, her going through the house and finding hinky little things, books that say weird shit, and other little things that kind of slowly allude to things that kind of add up as you go through the thing, that kind of it would be beneficial.
Right.
Because then it wouldn't feel like we're thrown into the deep end all of a sudden and just trying to swim away back to the surface to figure out what's going on.
In the 1975 classic Death Race 2000,
yes,
you are correct. Sylvester Stallone does play Joe Machine Gun what does that say? Viterbo? Machine Gun.
He's got to make that record to finance Rocky somehow.
So he's one of the 5-6 participants in the race.
Sure.
Wonder what... Can I call this number? Damn it. I missed it. It's a 516. I need to learn to have my phone ready for every time there's a phone number. I'm curious what happens if you call that. Like, damn it. All right. Next, it's only been 10 years. I'm gonna remember it at some point.
Code then, though.
It had one. It was a 516. I knew that.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me ask Google what a 516 area code is. Nassau County in New York.
New York. Okay.
I guess that tracks.
Sure.
And the cemetery, I guess, is much closer to this home than...
Yeah, because the car is right there.
Did she even register that was Megan? Like, we didn't really...
I don't know. We probably did it more than she did.
Her
head was blown the fuck off.
Right. Obviously, she was wearing the same clothes, but...
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been nice if there was some sort of understanding that was her best friend, you know?
It all goes by so fast, yeah.
She looks like Jamie Lloyd at the end of 4 there in that clown outfit. Half red and white. Daughter of Jimmy Lloyd. Who knew? Yeah, there isn't a lot of explanation here about how the eclipse ties into it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a
little, just kind of vagaries, kind of piece together.
To make you kind of... You put your own dots together, right?
Yeah, I mean, for a film that is trying to upfront, saying this has ties into being about the satanic panic stuff, it doesn't really play with it very much. Like, you have the text at the beginning, and there's like the last 15 minutes of the film has something to do with it, and the rest of it never even gets anywhere close to talking about it.
One of the people on the phone, other end of the phone, I don't know if it was the 911 operator or whatever, was voiced by Lena Dunham, who I think at this point was getting ready to become a global superstar on HBO's Girls. Mm. And I was also under the impression that Ty West had a cameo himself in this movie, but I don't recall seeing him.
Mm. It's a very restrictive cast.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a handful of people, which is nice. I mean,
yeah. It's like there's not much of a place for him to get lost in, if he was.
Right, it's not like there was a scene of extras or something. Like, that's why I was like,
folks,
oh.
Yeah.
Interesting that she would have lived through that particular gunshot wound. I don't know. I find that hard to believe.
Well, someone had to call for an ambulance, and there's clearly no neighbors around.
Right.
So I know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
A slight hole.
Yeah,
you can throw into the whole thing.
And then the both of you.
Yeah.
Meaning, whatever happened on that
child or
right,
something. Yeah.
Right. Like, that's unsettling, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a fun little way to end it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if she's gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
I mean, it does leave another thing that she doesn't get to react to. Was there a piece of existential horror that she doesn't get to play in the film?
Yeah, there's Ty West as a teacher, but I don't remember ever seeing a teacher. 911 operator, Lena Dunham. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Brett Kunkel, production supervisor.
Zeke Dunn.
There's some good names on this. I like it. Yeah, these credits are these credits are definitely crawling.
Velkovsky, that's a fucking 80s action movie villain name, if I heard one.
Oh, there's a Seitler. That's a
Eastern Bloc. Ozzy Alvarez.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
Eastern Bloc. Oh, God. There's Brian Benson, the camera car guy. We sang his praises earlier today. So, yeah, the crawling...
I've seen slower.
Well, me too, but do you think this is to pad the runtime?
I mean, if you're already cresting past 90 minutes, you don't need to pad nothing.
Right, because, I mean, there was a lot of 80s horror sequels that started with an 8.
I mean, when we did The Strangers, those fucking credits went on for like 8 minutes long. They just wouldn't...
Yeah, you're right.
Speed motion. So I think the film ended like 82 minutes in or something.
Right, and I feel like anything that starts with an 8, you're pretty safe. If you get to a 9, you're 100% safe. You can just call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to run this thing on TBS in order to speed up the credits before the Braves game starts.
Crank it up to 500%.
Right. Yeah, I don't... There seems to be a decent amount of people working on it, though. I mean, considering... I've seen a bunch of names repeated.
Yeah, that too. A lot of multitaskers.
Right, which is good. I mean, I like that.
Max Bond, there you go.
Love that.
That's a nice, sharp name.
Production assistant. So Max Bond probably, you know, he was around. He was doing shit.
Coffee, Max Bond.
You got it.
Max Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, Max, get over to Hannah's Bakery and pick us up some donuts. Eastern Effects Inc. That's where Seidler comes from. So, yeah, I don't know. Connecticut accountant? Oh, yeah. So maybe definitely a Eastern Shore production here. So I don't know.
I was looking at Ty West from Delaware, which not a whole lot of people aren't from Delaware.
No. There's that Graham Resnick.
Yeah, this is about third or fourth time.
Yeah. Peter Falk as well has been...
Falk.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate name.
Eric Gittleson, double credit.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of people that have had multiples. McQuaid. Yeah. So, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Grace and Amanda Grace... Or, I'm sorry, Adriana Grace. Like... Okay, we've done the still shot for 3 minutes. Let's change it up.
Yeah,
we got
a little tired.
Yeah,
we got to signal that. But another minute and a half.
I mean, we're really okay. Let's talk about the music. Here we go. All right. Interesting that there's some new music on here, right? Like there's a lot of new music.
Graham Resnick.
Yeah. He was credited as music for a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
The breakup song, Greg Kinn.
Yeah.
And then obviously one thing leads to another. So there really only were 2.
No writing credits for that one. It's performed by.
Interesting. eBay first billing on the thanks. Interesting.
Right, had to get all the fucking
right.
The
you got
the
cuckoo clock. And yeah. Old Bogey's Pub and Banquet.
YMCA's church.
Right. Yankee Peddler. Sure. So yeah.
Big SAG.
Well, you got to pad the credits a little bit, right? Special thanks. Here we go.
Duplass.
Lena Dunham gets a
independent name. No, Mark Duplass, the Duplass brothers.
Isn't it interesting? Lena Dunham got a special thanks, even though she was credited. Bill Moseley got a special thanks.
Yeah, well,
even though
it might be just like connection of one person next, like, hey, you call. I know that you and he hooked me up with this person or that person.
Right.
That's the network.
It's right. Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I enjoy the movie. I realize that it's got some flaws.
Yeah.
But
like I said, the craft is wonderful in the whole thing. It just felt like the script needed a little, maybe another pass to kind of pepper in a few other ideas to kind of
quicken
lay
it.
some groundwork to kind of build up to where you're going for with the ideas of the whole thing. But performance-wise, again, the filmmaking craft, everything is really hot, and playing the cast I absolutely love, no matter what. So.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like an October thing.
And especially since Ty West's birthday is in the month. So.
Right. So.
And we're doing a Devil Double feature this month. So.
Yeah, I love the Devil Double feature. Come back for part 2 of the Devil Double feature.
So guys, thanks for joining us, and we invite all your comments about everything, and see you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.